Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Tambang. Now, here in this video, I will explain 9 sound in book. Pronounce it perfectly in English. Okay. To don't take a long time, let's move to the first sound. Okay. The first sound is the sound O. O. Okay. The sound O. This is the first sound, the sound O. And how to pronounce the sound O? You may see the picture in beside me. This is the movement your lips to pronounce the sound O. Okay? And then after you know how to pronounce the sound O, and then I will give you some example to make it clearly to pronounce that sound. Okay, the first example is over. Okay, over. And then go. Okay, go. And then slow. Slow. And the last is window. Okay, window. Over, go, slow, and window. Okay, after you know how to pronounce that example I have given, and then I will give you some example is the sentence example to pronounce the sound O. Okay, the first is, oh no, don't go. Oh no, don't go. And then the second example is, show Joe the snowmobile. Show Joe the snowmobile. This is the O sound. We move to the second sound. The second sound is the sound Oi. Okay? The sound Oi. Oi. And how to pronounce that sound? That sound Oi is produced with the combination two sound. It's begin with the sound O and ending with the sound E. Begin with the sound O and ending with the sound E. Okay? And how to produce it? You may see the picture in beside me. This is how to produce it. There is two movement of your lips to produce that sound. Okay? And then after you know how to produce it, and then I will give you an example like boy. Okay, boy. And then toy. Toy. Boil. Boil. And the last, coin. Coin. Okay, there is boy, toy, boil, and coin. And then I will give you some example again, like the sentence example for the sound oi. This is, Roy toys is noisy. Roy's toys is noisy. And then the boy pointed to the poison. The boys pointed to the poison. This is the example of the oi sound. We move to the third sound. The third sound is the sound air. The sound air. Air sound. Air sound. Okay? And how to produce that sound? Maybe you can see the picture in beside me. This is the movement your lips to produce the sound air. Okay? And then after you know how to produce it, and then we move to the example to make your pronounce clearly to pronounce air sound, like rain. Okay, rain. And then fast. Okay, fast, fast. And then pass, pass. Okay, rain, fast, and pass. This is the example. And then I will give you the sentence example for the air sound, like, they're not our socks. theirs. They know our socks, but theirs. And then the second example is they're screaming for the their scream over there. They're screaming for the their exams over there. This is the sentence example for the air sound. We move to the fourth sound. The fourth sound is the sound A. A. The sound A. And how to produce that sound? The sound A is combination of two sound. It's begin with A sound and ending with E sound. Begin with A sound and ending with E sound. Okay? And to make it good, you may see the picture in beside me. That's the movement your lips to produce the sound A. After you know how to produce that sound, and then we move to the example to make it clearly to pronounce the A sound. Okay, the first example like 8, and then face, day, way, 8, face, day, way. This is the word example for A sound. And then I will give you some example. Okay, this example is the sentence example. Okay? For example, like it rained 8 days. It rained 8 days. Okay? And then she laid the frail lace on the table. She laid the frail lace on the table. This is two examples of the sentence to produce the A sound. We move to the fifth sound. The fifth sound is the sound O. O. Okay? You may open your mouth so wide. Okay? So wide. O. O. Okay? It's not O, but O. Okay? To see how to move on your lip, you may see the picture in beside me to produce the O sound. And then we move to the example of the O sound like off, and then on, often, and then all, call. Yes, this is the word example of the O sound. And then I will give you the next example is the sentence example for the O sound. Okay, this is the example. Draw water from the faucet. Draw water from the faucet. Okay, and then you ought to have broke your daughter. You ought to have broke your daughter. You have to broke your daughter. Okay, this is the sentence example, the O sound. We move to the sixth sound. This is the sixth sound. This is the sound A. Okay, the sound A. And this is the short sound A. And how to produce that sound, you may see the picture in beside me. This is to produce the A sound. Okay. And then after you know how to produce it, and then we move to the example. The example is back, and then cat, tap, back. Okay, this is the word example of the A sound. And then we move to the next example is the sentence example. Okay? Okay, the example is pack the bags. Pack the bags. Okay, and then have a snack, Jack. Have a snack, Jack. Yes, this is the example of the S sound. The seventh sound. This is the seventh sound. The seventh sound is ow sound. Ow. Ow. Yeah, ow sound. This is sound is the combination of two vowel sound. It's begin with L and ending with O sound. And you want to know how to produce it, you may see the movement of your lips in the mirror, but you may see the picture first, okay, to know how to pronounce it sound. After you know how to produce ow sound, and then this is the example, like how, and then now, brown, okay, how, now, and brown. And then we move to the sentence example of ow sound, like our townhouse has a brown mouse. Our townhouse has a brown mouse. And then the next example is we found our gowns downtown. We found our gown downtowns. Yes, this is the example of the seven sounds is the sound ow. We move to the eighth sound. This is the eighth sound. The eighth sound is the sound ah. Ah. Okay? Open your mouth widely. Ah. And how to produce the ah sound? You may see the movement of the lips in the picture beside me. This is how to produce ah sound. And then, after you know how to produce it, we move to the example to make it clearly to pronounce a sound. Okay? The first example is father, and then cut, doll, and then lock, and then option, and then honor, and then honest, and then anchor. Okay, this is the word sound of the ah sound. And then we move to the sentence example to produce ah sound, to pronounce ah sound. Okay, the example like Rose is fond of dolls. Rose is fond of dolls. Okay, and then John got an honest job. John found an honest job. Okay, and then the last is his knowledge of crops is obvious. His knowledge of crops is obvious. Yes, this is the example of the eighth sound is the sound ah. We move to the last sound. This is the last sound of the vowel sound is the sound I. Okay, this is the combination of two sound also is begin with a sound and ending with e sound. Okay, begin with a sound and ending with e sound. And to make it good, make it clearly, to produce that sound, you may see the picture in beside me. This the movement of the lips to produce that sound. After you know how to produce that sound, and then we move to the example. Okay, like I, and then I, and then pie, and then ice. The last is bike. I, ice, bike, and pie. This is the word example for the sound I. And then the last example is the sound. The last example for the sound I is the sentence example. Ida buys nice surprises. Ida buys nice surprises. And then the next is I'm twice your size, Liza. I'm twice your size, Liza. And then try my pie, Ira. Try my pie, Ira. Okay, this is the example of the sentence, the sound I. Okay, I have to produce the 9 sound of the vowel sound. Okay, that's all the sound. And the last, don't be shy to speak. If you are talkative, you will get progress. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.